We all heard that my dad died, and then I found out he wasn't my biological father, but a man that lives in Norway is, and then last month I went to Norway to meet him for the first time. I got the results. Last year I found out that the dad I grew up knowing is probably not my biological father.
The time that I conceived you, I was in the street. So I only can tell you all I know. Why would I want to lie?
So how you don't know who you slept with?
You're so busy worrying about your father, you didn't even come over here and help me. You know I had a lot of surgeries and I can barely do so much. You don't even come over here and help me do anything. All you can worry about is looking for your dad. And I'm here in the flesh. Hello, I'm here.
It's always me. What about me? I'm 35 years old and I don't even know who my father is. You gotta give me something, a name. You gotta give me something. You gotta know something. I mean, come on, I'm 35 years old.
You keep asking for an address. You keep asking for relatives. I can't tell you what I don't know. Why can't you just be grateful? I was your father and your mother. I raised you.
That's not enough. I still deserve to know who my father is.
I used Ancestry.com to find out who my biological dad was.
It was me finding out that my dad wasn't my biological dad 10 years ago. So my dad passed away in 2013, and
now this is funny because I recently did a video about a gorgeous Sudanese family, and I said, beautiful family. The daughter kind of looks like she's not yours. You should get a DNA test. And there were a lot of women's in the comment like, mind your own business. Like, not love. Actually, I'm speaking up for the people, and I'll tell you why. You could have trust. Trust is a good thing, but you don't need trust when you have science. So let's use science, because a lot of these women out here are degenerates and lowlifes. And the fact of the matter is you don't know till the last minute or till it counts. And truth be told, everyone deserves to know who their mother and their father is. If a woman has nothing to hide, there's no reason that you shouldn't get a paternity test just to verify things. And the women who would argue against that either have something to hide or there's something wrong. There's something they don't want to find out, or there's something they don't want you to find out. Come on now.
How about we stop normalizing telling younger boys and girls in this generation that you would rather go get your head bashed into a pillow and get banged so hard than to get married young? I think it's gross, and I'm pissed for myself, for my 16-year-old self, my 17-year-old self, my 18-year-old self, my 19-year-old self. I am so pissed that I had so many women online or on social media or people in my life that I listened to. They so far misled me and guided me to make the worst decisions of my life. And I just wish that there was more people who said, hey, that's actually not normal. You actually shouldn't be dressing like that when you're young. Because think about all the men who are going to be looking at you and doing awful things to you just because you're 16 and they see your butt and your boobs hanging out. You know, losing your virginity. That's something that you cannot take back. Every single person you sleep with, you cannot take it back. And you are unlocking an amount of people in this world who have had access to you when they did not do anything to deserve it. Didn't even probably give you a compliment, and you went home and you did that. It's gross. And I devalued myself so hard in so many different aspects. And I didn't respect myself because I thought that that was normal. And I thought that I was just having fun and living the best life. And did I have fun? Absolutely. But was it worth it? Absolutely not. And the more I grow up, it's like, well, you want this good man in your life and you want a guy to, you know, take care of you and provide for you. Well, what are you doing to like earn that? You're not doing anything. And it's not empowering to tell other women to go themselves out. It's not. It's actually anti-woman. Like, you're not respecting yourself. And I wish there was better role models in today's society. And I am a victim to it through and through. I grew up on social media, and I think that we need to be better with what we're telling young women and men. This goes for both ways.
Women say they're happy without a man because they can't get a man, they can't keep a man. Those are the women talking about stuff. Oh yeah, I'm 50, I don't need no man, I'm happy, I've never been so happy in my life. It's because you can't get a man or you can't keep a man, sis. That's why. So, and the other women hyping her up, oh yeah, women are happier now, You know how happy we are with our dogs? You know how happy we are with no responsibility and no man, you know, trying to touch us and talk to us? It sounds, I'm sorry, but it sounds. If men walked around and said, you know how happy we are, bro, without women trying to touch us and love up on us and be up in our face, bro, I've never been happier. That's so, that is literally. So, for y'all to sit up here and to talk about how happy you are without having a male touch, without having a male in your house, come on, oh, we decenter, man. This girl's so male-centered. She's so male-centered. We're supposed to be male and female centered. Y'all do know that's how all of us got here, right? We got here because people was hunching. We didn't get here because people had pets. I'm sorry. Y'all are getting on my nerves with this. Like, y'all are so annoying.
You've changed my opinion about you. When we first came in, I thought you were kind of stubborn-minded, and I see you're very open-minded.
I am very open.
You
That's one thing I'm very
You have a lot
open-minded.
going on in your mind.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
I said, I still don't like him.
If the one girl that gets paid for sex doesn't like me, that's good, right? Because at least the other natural ones that value like personality and friendship like me. So what you value is money for.
You're gonna let him say that to you?
I mean, I'm not even trying to start a fight, but I'm saying your value is different because well, because you would let a stranger literally blast you for $500. Yeah, I mean, so we do have a different like opinion. Like you've had sex with a lot of strangers.
And midgets and donkeys.
Okay, now you're trying to be like sarcastic, but I mean, you do sleep with strangers for money, so you do value like you would literally sell yourself for like a finite cash amount.
You know what's crazy is, and I don't mean this to sound hateful or nothing, but like when you listen to a woman's story about something that went on with her ex, it's so hard to believe just because I've seen both sides to how stories are explained by the man and the woman. Whenever the woman explains things, she leaves out so much to where she really looks like the victim in every situation. You're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? I'll give you an example. I remember I was cool with this one girl, and she would say how her ex was so bad, like how he used to cheat on her, this, that, and the third, right? I'm like, dang, you know, that's tough, yada, yada, yada. He would, da, 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 whatever. Then you learn bro's side of the story, coupled with hers. He would get drunk, and she was part of the friend group. He would get drunk, and he would like do some flirting with her, which is wrong, 100%, that's wrong. But what Shorty would do is actually get paid to go hook up with dudes at their house. But he was so terrible. He was so terrible that he would flirt with girls occasionally. But she would full on go hook up with men for money. Did he know this? No, he didn't know. He didn't know. Or another story, right? One girl would talk about how evil her ex was, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. He's a cheater, this, that, and the third, right? She gets into a new relationship. Dude's treating her right, doing everything right. She's still hooking up with the ex that was so evil, apparently. And one day her boyfriend calls her while she's with this supposed evil ex. And she's licking his no-no square while he's calling her. Phone blowing up. She's licking her ex's no-no square that she said was so evil, right? But she can't seem to leave this dude alone. But when she tells the story, she only talks about how her ex was so bad. And when she talks about the new dude that was treating her right, she'll just say, oh, we didn't work out. I'm going to say that again because I lost y'all. She would say that her ex was so evil while still hooking up with her ex while with the new dude who was treating her right. But when you asked her what happened with the new dude that was treating you right, she would just say, oh, it didn't work out. We wanted different things. No, you wanted your ex. Like, their stories are never the full truth or the truth at all. It's kind of crazy.
Women don't go out on girls' night out because they want to hang with their girlfriends. They go out on girls' night out because they want attention from other men. That's why they do it. Otherwise, they would stay at home and they would dance in their friend's house, or they would go out and they would be dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. They would not be half naked at the bar, drunk with their girlfriends. It doesn't make any sense.
Can someone else confirm for me, when you're in a relationship, I believe that having a girls' night is going to a restaurant and having dinner and drinks there, hang out a few hours, chitty chat, gossip, whatever, and then take your happy to your man. Because if there's one place I'm not going to be without my boyfriend, it's at a bar. I think that's weird.
Girls' night is not girls' night. Please stop lying. Dressing up in skimpy outfits, saying I'm doing it for my girls, I worked hard all week, I deserve this. No, you're not. You're actually chasing outside validation and attention from men who are not your husband or your boyfriend. Let's be real. That is not empowerment.
What would you go for? That one? This one or this one? Neither. Why? I can tell you all three. You already told me she was over a roster. And if she's her friend and she's her friend, none of them are good. You gotta stay true to yourself, King.
What do you think is their body count?
I'm gonna say 15. Damn. 15. And I'm gonna say over 20.
No, body?
Truly.
What's your body count?
4.
4?
4.
So what's the perfect body count for a woman?
For a woman, I'm gonna say under 7. Under 7.
Damn, so
Anything above is crazy.
None of these can have a chance?
Not a chance. You gotta be worthy of yourself, man. You're worth more than that.
But you don't think high body count means more experience?
More experience? I don't give a about more experience.
Well, shit, what will you rate them then?
Would I rate them?
They good looking.
Nah. You gotta stay true to yourself, man.
And you know what Israel did there at the end? He was like, well, you know, they're good looking. And he said, no. They might be cute, but the most important thing is you got to stay true to yourself. These modern women, that's how they try to get you. When they don't have anything else, when all else fails, I'm going to try to use my looks. I'm going to try to use my body. They get upset with men because men objectify them. But when they have nothing else, they objectify themselves. That's exactly what they go to. You know, that type of behavior that gets you disrespected. You're out here doing anything and everything. The only thing that a man now really feels like he can guarantee that's actually going to be loyal is himself. The man has a dog or something like that, he's going to be loyal to me. I got to go out and get my own friends. But right now, society says I can't really have friends. I got to be at least in a certain area of my life in order to really, you know, kind of pop my head up and say, hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's go out to eat or let's hang out. But, you know, with this type of nonsense going on, you know, what do you do?
So what did you say if we have a son?
You said our son is going to be soft, and I said he won't.
Our son is going to be soft. You're 5'7", I'm 5'2".
I don't want to hit kids, but I think about it. I'd throw the banana at him at least.
Okay.
Man up.
Soft son, exhibit A. Look at your dog.
He's a dog, yo.
Let's break down this video. When a girl is telling you that your son is going to be soft, what that translates into is you are a beta male barnacle. That's how she views you. That's why she's telling you your son is going to be soft, because you are a bitch. That is basically your woman blatantly disrespecting you out to the world in public and right to your face. And this is the issue with famous people like this beta male barnacle right here. They never got women until they got success and money. So they have no idea how to screen a woman, how to vet a woman. They have no game whatsoever. They've never had experience with women. So they fall for the first woman that comes their way. And it happens to be this Jezebel spirit that you see right before your eyes. This woman has no respect for this beta male. Whoever this guy is, some comedian, I don't know, but Indians are by far the biggest simps I have ever seen in my life. Leave your woman, bro. It's only going to get worse. The disrespect is going to continue getting worse. She's basically making fun of you to the entire world, all over social media, to your face, and you sit there like a barnacle laughing about it because you don't understand women, bro. And the fact that you have a poodle as a dog, that makes things 10 times worse because you already have beta male characteristics. You have feminine characteristics. So the fact that you have a poodle just enhances how soft you are of a man. And your woman is proving that right to your face, bro. I don't understand you guys. If your woman is blatantly disrespecting you like this, leave her. Just walk away already. You are the prize. So start acting like the prize and start grabbing your already. Go to the gym, start gaining some confidence. Stop being such a soy boy, such a beta male barnacle who laughs at every little thing his woman says when it's not even funny. She's making fun of you, bro. She doesn't like you. You're the guy that has to beg to sleep with her. You're the guy that has to negotiate to sleep with her when she's fantasizing about the alpha and she's getting wet about the alpha, and it ain't you, bro. It ain't you, dude. She's basically saying that your genes are so repulsive that she doesn't even want to have your children. That's what she's telling you, bro.
So it's safe to say you don't think women are women.
Don't start. I'm gonna say, wait. Jesus.
We have women up here with a woman and saying Women are women.
I feel like I am a woman. I got the look, I got the twerk, I got the walk, I got it all.
So does it mean that when you dress like a woman, that makes you a woman?
No, just because you dress like a woman doesn't mean you are a woman.
When you say I feel like a woman,
you have to have the mentality. Like,
What is a woman?
an adult female.
A woman is a human who identifies as a woman.
when every day I wake up, I feel like a woman. I see myself, I know I look like a woman. I know this is who I want to be. I don't want to be nobody else but this.
Let me tell you my number one argument for that. If you're a real woman, why do you have to artificially inflate the hole that they created to give you a or else it will seal back like an earring hole? They have to insert a balloon, blow it up so that their new does not heal and close up on itself. I personally have never had to inflate my because it just works. It's real.
Shout out to the real vagina.
When did it become such a problem for women wanting a man who's a provider? Like, since when is that such an issue? Because back in the day, I'm not trying to get spiritual, but if you look in the Bible, men are supposed to be providers and women are supposed to be nurturers. So when did the issue about a man providing become such a thing? Like, why is that a thing? Like, why are you guys looking at women?
We ain't providing for everybody now.
I get that too.
You gotta have some standards.
I agree. But why is it a problem, or why is it such a big topic that a woman wants a man who makes a little money?
Nah, the problem is because it turns into a scenario where women are going to whoever the highest bidder is. So you can have a that love you that make 80,000, but this that don't care about you that make 150,000 get your attention. You feel me? So it's like, what's the point of being a good when
the rich is gonna win?
Yeah, the rich is gonna win.
Part of the curse on women is we desire to be desired, but now it's out of order because now we have women that they got a man, but they're worried about why other men don't think about them or what other men think about them, or they're posting like they're still trying to attract or advertise for other men and arguing with their man about what they're posting. Why can't I post this? I don't understand this. Why not? You are watching these other women that are girlfriends at best. They may not be nobody's wife, not for long. How they're conducting themselves, and you're saying that's what I want. No, you don't want that. That's out of order. That's why it don't work. When we're so worried about what other people, this random man in Alaska, whether he likes your video or not, or whether some dude at the gas station thinks you're attractive or not. Now we're making our man feel like he not enough because we haven't dealt with our own insecurities. We're so busy trying to look attractive to the overarching whole, and that's because we don't feel good enough within ourselves. We're too dependent on other people to make us feel good about ourselves. That's an insecurity issue, and that's another big problem with today's generation. We're incredibly insecure. And because we're incredibly insecure, we're doing all these things to get attention, not intention. And now men are looking at us like, man, they're thirsty. You out here posting yourself twerking with a bikini on to try to get attention from a man to get a like or a follow. That doesn't look like wife behavior. Then we mad at a man because he's sexualizing or objectifying us when you put yourself in that position by what you're posting. You out here posting or showing yourself in different locations, you traveling more than the Harlem Globetrotters, and people trying to understand, what do you do that you're traveling this much? We know you ain't working that type of job that you traveling so much, but you're just allowing yourself to be, I want to be flown out here. I'm seeing this lifestyle. This lifestyle is not attractive to men who are looking for a wife. That lifestyle is attractive to a man who wants you for a night at best or a weekend at best. Let's go to St. Bart's for the weekend and then come back and I don't want to hear from you again. That's not the type. When you have to understand, when you're playing a wife game, you're playing the long game. What does that mean? It'll feel like you're losing before you're winning.
When a woman can tell you what a real man is, that is a problem. Because usually when she say what a real man is, it's always somebody that accepts her and won't question her. It's always a real man for that one. A real man will get with a woman wwho has kids. Who says that? A bitch with kids? A real man should get with somebody got AIDS if you're real. It's really stupid. But you'll hear black women talk like this and they'll be real confident being in public, being real ignorant. Why would you want to know how many people I've slept with? Well, I want to know if I'm throwing my hot dog down a hallway. Why wouldn't I want to know how many people have jumped on you and treated you like a human trampoline? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why do you care if you like me? I don't know you. You know who making these arguments? Hoes. Hoes is out here trying to make arguments and tell niggas to shift they thinking. The biggest problem, especially in the black community, black women got too much voice, got too much mouth, and the fact that you let them speak, they will be saying things and won't even know what the word means or say the word wrong and just be talking and seeking words and saying, well, it's the way that you said it.
Finished. I never told him what I wanted. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's lab grown. I don't know what carat it is. I don't know how much it cost him. The only thing I was responsible for was saying yes when he asked me the question. Yet there seems to be a little trend happening where women seem to mock men that budget and have responsibility. Like, is this the standard that we have for our future men? I've got a son. Might. I live the life that I live with my husband because I never interrogated his pockets. Not once. The only thing Chris wants to do for me is provide. He wants to provide the most amazing life for me. He knows he's doing it for someone that will sleep under the bridge if everything falls beneath his feet. I will sleep with him under that bridge, and he knows it, which is why he will gladly put everything on a silver platter for me.
If a man called out other men for misogyny, the way that men like to call out women for feminism, the world would look very different.
It sounds like someone is just simply confused. See, in regards to this,
if men called out other men for misogyny,
men actually do call out other men all the time for misogyny. It's just that you don't see it as often because they tend to keep those things amongst themselves. But most importantly, they're not as performative about calling out other men as women are. But then there's this.
the way that men like to call out women for feminism.
Most men are not calling out feminism. In fact, a lot of men actually support real feminism, which is equality and equal treatment for men and women. But a lot of women really get it twisted when it comes to what actually constitutes feminism, because most of those men are calling out what is known as misandry, which is despising men for being men. But then again, a lot of women who are misandrists are actually deluding themselves into thinking that they are feminists. So it's natural that some women would be confused.
So I really don't know. I don't know where that guy was coming from when he was saying, I think he said Indians are by far the biggest simps. That's a crazy statement. I don't know where he got that from. Maybe he went a little too far. But I think what he was trying to say is, especially for Akasha's wife, you can get out here and you can go too far. You can do a little bit too much. And that's exactly what you see from a lot of these modern women. They get out here and they do too much. They pop off at the mouth. They embarrass you. Even though, I mean, you're not doing anything. You're chilling, you're relaxing, and they decide to put a camera in your face and do something embarrassing. Right now, if this is one of those channels where you're pranking each other back and forth, I could kind of see that. But I think once again, it's just more of the same. You're doing too much. When is enough enough? I mean, it's always you trying to embarrass your husband. And okay, fine. If that's your thing, but you'd be upset with him if he were to start embarrassing you. And the man's a comedian, so if he start dogging you out in front of a whole crowd of people, you will have something to say about it.
Single currently?
I am single. I am very single.
What's it like dating in Miami?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I haven't dated in like 3 years now. I don't go on dating apps. I don't really go out socially. I only came out because I'm here with my girls.
What made you take a step back from trying to find love?
After my last relationship, I just needed time to find myself first. You know what I mean?
How long was your last relationship?
It was about 5 years.
So why'd you end it?
Well, my mother passed away, so it's a horrible subject, but I had a lot of grief and I don't think he could handle it. And sometimes that happens in life.
Do you think that he's responsible to take on the burden of your grief when it comes on to your mom passing?
I think that we gave each other as much as we could during the time, and my mother really genuinely loved him. So even though we're not together anymore, I still wish him the best. I think he's happily married now, but
He's married now.
Yeah. I think a kid on the way too.
How does that make you feel knowing that?
Oh, I'm super happy for him. I think that we all go through tides in our life where we find people and then we move away, we shift apart. It's a give and a take. You know, I think that I'll find somebody maybe in the next few months, years. I want to find somebody long term.
I stopped approaching women after I went on a date with this girl. Movie, dinner, drinks. I paid for everything. We went back to my crib, touched each other private parts, all on the first link. We scheduled our second date a week later at this event downtown. Day before the event, I come down with a bad fever, so I cancel. She decides to still go. I was bedridden, not in the mood to cook or anything, so I asked if she could drop me off some food. She says, no, I can't. That's girlfriend behavior. So you were cool with me whining and dining you at my expense, sleeping with me on the first date, but dropping off a plate of food that I was going to pay for is where you draw the line? The dating game all messed up.
Even if you were one of those kind of men that believe you bought a woman dinner and drinks and she owed you her body, she gave you her body. And in the words of Tyrese,
what more do you want from me?
What all do you think that you bought with that dinner and those drinks? You think it bought you servitude? She already slept with you and you still looking around like, and I thought you were going to take care of me when I was sick too. All that for dinner and some drinks? And she's right, she's not your girlfriend. Now all of a sudden after one date, she was be taking care of you when you're sick? You pulled out a hoop that you wanted that woman to jump through, and when she didn't, you're like, see, that's the problem with the dating game. That women don't jump through hoops? Because what made you think after only one date that she owed you anything else? We live in a day and time where you can get practically anything you want delivered to your doorstep. It wasn't about the food. It was about you testing her. The dinner and drinks already got you her body, and you wanted to see what else it got you. If you give a mouse a cookie, then he's going to want a glass of milk. She knew that this would have been the beginning of you thinking you could expect favors and special treatment, boyfriend treatment, of a man who hasn't made himself one and hasn't even gotten to that point. Her video reeks of entitlement. She's not the reason the dating game is all messed up, sir. You are.
Jacob Elordi, you have 10 minutes before I walk down the aisle.
There is such a double standard here. This has literally become a trend for women in their wedding gowns about to walk down the aisle to call out some man that they have been interested in or have crushed on. They give them like 10 minutes, to call them before they walk down the aisle. I understand that it's a joke, but not everyone understands it as a joke. And that is why it is actually disrespectful to your about to be husband, because he can even understand it as a joke. But if Aunt Susanna doesn't see it as a joke, all of a sudden he's seen a different way, which is not good for that man, and it's not a great way to start off your marriage.
Esso said Rihanna and Clarissa Shields showed that a lot of women don't like their man. Shout to Clarissa Shields and Papoose, by the way. Salute to them. Did you see Rihanna's post? I said, so now let's see if is talking. That Clarissa Shields quiet. Now they showing Papoose. I love you, Clarissa, because they tried to act like he don't like her. All the that they've been putting on. So now, since Rihanna said, basically, if y'all just don't like y'all like this, you like it like this, you trash.
Why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I'm seeing all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. Honestly, we live in a era.
Wow.
Tell me a man who you think is a 9.
Jackson Dart. And Jackson Dart, if you're watching, hit me up.
That's your league.
Yes, absolutely.
That's your looks equivalent.
Yes.
Really quick, Nick, pull up her TikTok.
No.
No audio because it's music.
I know I was ugly.
Oh, you're cute.
No, I was sad, guys.
Can you click?
Your lashes look amazing, though.
Oh, thank
and your
you.
brows,
Thank you.
Click.
I think if we were put in the same room together, you could do it. I could pull. You could.
I don't think having sex with a guy is pulling a guy. I think getting a guy into a relationship is pulling a guy.
That's facts.
I think if a guy can have with a woman, I think he can get her into a relationship. If you can sleep with a man, how confident are you that you can get him into a relationship?
My content has never been about dating. It's never been about men versus women. My content has always been about common sense. Let's look at things a little bit differently than the way the world has always told us to look at things. That's it. Applied to dating. I just tried to be the voice of reason. Y'all treated me like I was the voice of treason. So, but you gotta pick a side. No, I don't have to pick a side. I picked the side that's reasonable, and nobody gets it right every single time. So if you want your man to be as fine as you, women always talk about we're visual creatures as well. Okay, so you want your man to be as fine as you are. When women are supposed to bring the physicality, but you also want him to protect and provide and do the things that we want men to do, that means technically he's out of your league. And y'all wonder why y'all have problems with the men, because you're punching above your weight. If you ain't finer than your man and he got money, the scales are not balanced. That doesn't make any sense. A rich man want a woman that's finer than him. So y'all can get mad at me if you want. This is just common sense. That's it.
Rock, paper, scissors for your number?
Right.
Let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot. 360?
Hi.
360?
Woo! Oh, sorry.
Well. The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
When men are like, single women today only want men for their bank accounts and their good looks. I'm like, what bank accounts? What good looks? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what is this mirage that you're feeding to me? Like, find me a man who's like nice and funny and smart and hot and rich. Like, find me that man. I mean, they do exist. They're men. What you're explaining to me is a man. Maybe he is a straight man and exists somewhere, and he's probably married to some beautiful girl, and I love that for both of them, but that's not you. Usually the person that's saying that is neither hot nor rich. It just kills me. I love it. Single women only want hot rich men. I'm like, where are they? You're ugly. What are you talking about? It's crazy.
What are you bringing to guys that you can make these demands of them, right? She's basically saying these guys don't exist, right? There's no nice, funny, hot, rich, smart. Well, that's a lot to have all in one, A. Secondly, if you're going to be that picky, you better be, I don't know, are you like Cinderella or something?
This is why women attack men when they're happy.
Women attack men when men are happy?
Mm-hmm.
What's an example? Oh, like sports.
Exactly. Ugh, he's so full of himself. And we'll just have me to take him down.
So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish, or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem. We never say you hurt my feeling.
No.
You hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Because they're all right here, and it feels like you stabbed me in the chest or you crushed.
Now, I got my kids on babysitter. I got the babysitter shit, $40 tonight.
You're a
I'm
mom?
out tonight.
Hey, you're a mom?
No, I got mom too.
Give me a little spin. Hey, Mom, what will you rate yourself?
I got 2 kids, huh?
What will you rate yourself, Mom?
A 10.
10?
A 10.
Why do you call yourself a 10?
Because I'm a 10.
You're a 10. Why do you think that?
A 10. What do you mean?
Why do you think that?
Because my personality.
Well, I'll give you about a 6.
What the shorter than me? What the give me a 6 for? If you're taller than me, maybe you can give me a 6. The fuck? You ain't give me a 6.
Women attack men when they're happy.
Women attack men when men are happy?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. Happy shows up here. It shows up here, big happy, goes down the arms and high five, smack on the butt, spike the ball. That's a big happy. This is also where you experience power. The power terrifies us, especially if we don't feel connected to you, because we're afraid you'll use it against us. If we feel connected to you, then we're happy you're happy. If we don't, it's scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish, or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you're more excited to go out with your friends.
It's supposed to make you happy.
Why do you seem so happy to go on a trip with your friends? You don't seem as happy to go on a trip with me.
Yeah.
And I really like what the guy was talking about, what he was saying. A lot of these modern women, what they do is they just they talking. They don't even know what the word means. They hear it somewhere and they think, oh shoot, I'm about to go off. I heard it and it sounds like it. what they do is they start using that word to start making up words. Oh man, it sounds like it would fit. And then that's when you start making a definition, because everybody else is they're catching on to it. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds cool or whatever, whatnot. Actually, they're ignorant. I mean, I understand we're talking about, you know, being creative in some things, but modern women are making being ignorant cool. Like, that's the style. I can see if you messed up and, oh my bad, and people made a joke out of it, but modern women make stupidity their whole entire personality, and then they wonder why men don't take them seriously. You're a joke. You're a literal joke. And so when you're saying, oh, you know, that's not really me, all I have to go off of is what I see. And from what I can see, when you be saying certain stuff and doing some certain stuff, you're a joke. The things and even when you be serious, you be talking about stuff that men are like, is she joking? This has got to be, yeah, man, I deserve this, I deserve that. And if a man does this, then cut him. If he wanted to, he would. Oh, she a comedian. She must be joking. And you fool around and remain single because of stupidity.
The men of LA don't approach women, and I refuse. I will not approach a man.
No.
I'll literally make you so uncomfortable that it gets to the point where you have to say something to me, because you have become you know what a little bitch you are right now. Like, I've been in the same room as you for 45 minutes, and you keep looking over at me, and you think I'm gonna say something to you. And you're looking at me, talking to other people, having fun. You're gonna have to approach me. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with it. And somebody told me that, like, yeah, the guys here literally say that they prefer when a woman approaches them. I'm like, not in New York.
I've met very attractive men that they literally, the only girls they've ever dated approach them. I was
disgusting.
Like, what? I was like, you're an attractive man too, tall, whatever. I'm like, how do you not just, you could easily just go hi. Like, you don't have to
literally,
try.
you could just be like, hi. They can't.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women, that it's better to be single, guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
It is not because they're fighting a war within themselves. It is because they found peace with themselves. And she was so close. She was just so close to getting there, because at least she's recognizing what men are saying. Because they're tired of the complaining, the double standards, the expectations, and the risk of losing everything that they've built. There is no unresolved internal war going on in these men. He just found peace and contentment on his own instead of using that energy and effort on someone else.
Every day, therapist, mother made. Therapist, mother made. Then a virgin, instead of servant. Then appendage, lip to attendance, so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore. Because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can, and you get $250 a month. What the f***? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this.
Because happy women ain't in the streets like that. Happy women don't even post on the internet like that. We know y'all tricks. You're not fooling us men. We know if she start back posting half naked pictures, she back single again and she trying to make her ex mad. If she start posting vacations and random turn-ups and cocktail hours, she want to make her ex jealous. If she start posting gym progress photos and random targets runs, she want to let her ex know that she's focusing on herself. If she start posting life quotes, she want to let her ex know that she's healed, sealed, and delivered. You know? And oh yeah, the booty pic is not the thirst trap. The real thirst trap is her selfie photo. We know.
If a girl likes you, but also does not like you, then she likes you, but she doesn't like the fact that she likes you. Because if she didn't like you in the first place, she would like you. But now, because the girl doesn't like you, you find yourself in a situation where you like the girl, which the girl doesn't like because she likes you.
So I posted this video where the guy was saying, like, women are buying y'all things. Like, where are you finding the women that buy things? So I used an example. Off the top of my head, I just talked about how a lot of men don't get birthday cakes. It's just not a thing. Like, dudes aren't out here planning like a big birthday dinner and saying all they boys need to come and, you know, picking out an outfit. Like, most men aren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? If they are having something, somebody else is planning it for them. I'm not saying nobody ever does it. I'm just saying men just really don't care about their birthdays. Like, they'll usually go out, have a cigar or something like that. Whatever. So in the comments on Facebook, I mean, the women are in my comments just going at me. How many cakes did you buy? So how many men have you dated? Well, first off, let me say this. Cakes are $7, okay? Like, cakes are not expensive. Cakes are like my go-to for men and women when I don't know what the you like just yet. And I don't want to spend a lot of money. So the best bet is to just get a birthday cake. If I know that you like red velvet, which most dudes like red velvet, that's what I'm going to get. It's cheap. I get a birthday card. And then my is always super appreciative because it's like, oh my God, I haven't gotten a cake. And I'm like, everybody deserves a cake on their birthday. Like, so you women coming in my comments saying things like, yeah, that's why you single now. Yeah, you buying cakes. Okay. The same men that I didn't buy cakes for, not with me either. It's just like, y'all let me know every time in the comments that y'all just care about what other people think on social media. It's like, and then one girl said something about, oh, I haven't bought a cake for my man and I've been with him for 10 years. And I'm just like, so what are you doing for him on his birthday? Because if you won't buy a $7 cake, then you have to be doing something beneath that. So what you think? This is a gift? Y'all are weird.
This lady got a question for us, fellas. Let's see if we can help her out.
Auntie's here. I got a question. Why are more women shoveling themselves out, digging themselves out? Where the men's at?
Okay, it is time to go outside and shovel some snow. Where's a man at when you need him? Because ain't no men around here. In New York, I never hardly had to do this because, of course, I had good neighbors. I should have kept that last guy I was dating.
I can't do another winter with no husband. This is the last winter I got in me without a husband.
I'm a single black woman in Chicago.
course I have to go shovel my own snow. I'm a single woman in Chicago, so even my male friends don't even see if I need my snow shoveled or iced or anything because they think I got a list of dudes lined up and they don't want to do it so they don't look stupid because in case somebody else is cracking me.
I am 40 years old, and at this big age, this is the very first time I had to shovel my porch, stairs, and walkway by myself. As a single mom, I'm at peace and I love my life. But it's moments like this that make me think to myself, it would be kind of nice to have a man around the house. But
I'm trying to be a good Samaritan and shove his hard. Like,
if you got a man and he out here shoveling your snow, sis, go in the kitchen and fix that mother plate. Stop playing. Stop it.
This is hilarious to me. So I guess you only need men when it's time to pick up the check and shovel snow. That's what I'm taking from this video. And it's so funny to me because that type of thinking is why these women are out there shoveling snow, because they don't understand the value of a man. And then these women are tripping. And one lady talked about she gonna find a husband by next year. Well, you look like you're in your 40s, maybe 50s. So if you ain't found one yet, I'm gonna bet that it ain't gonna happen next year either. And the other lady mad at her so-called male friends because they don't want to come shovel her snow.
what kind of shit is that?
Lady, that's not their job if that's your male friend. Why would you even expect them to do that? That is insane. But it's fine. I'm not here to give you women a speech or anything. I'm just here to answer the first lady's question. She asked, where are the men, or what are the men doing?
Just chill. So basically, this day hinges on your feelings. My life hinges on your feelings. The things that I do, the emotions that, because y'all, modern women keep on saying that we don't show anything but anger. But actually, you see anger because you nag. You're actually seeing frustration. You're actually seeing annoyance. And men show annoyance for a little bit. They'll show frustration for a little bit. When you start to see rage and aggression and anger, because you make it seem like the majority of men, they're aggressive and they have an anger problem. No. You haven't been listening. You're not listening to what the man is saying. You're not following the lead and the direction of the man's emotions. You're not even paying attention to it. And so when a man finally gets mad and he gets upset, you're caught off guard. Oh, he's directing. I was okay when he directed that aggression and that anger at everybody else because that's what I wanted. I wanted him to be a pit bull, right? I would go out and say things and he would take care of me and all these other things and he would be like this to everybody else. But I never stopped to say, is he okay? What's going on? I never asked that. It didn't matter to me. And now that he's turning it on me, now I have all the questions in the world when I should have been asking something in the first place. What's going on? Why? Now you're saying, why you're so upset with me? I never did anything. Did I do something wrong? What's going on? Did I say something? Did you see something that you didn't like? And allow him to explain it to you and really be sincere. But y'all don't care about it until it's you in the situation. Then all of a sudden, oh, he's got anger issues. I don't know what we're going to do.